In this open world Star Wars game news update video, I will be sharing with you why it could be revealed this year and coming out sooner than you think. There are some fine details I do want to talk to you about as well, so stay tuned for that. Before we do get into them though, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future news updates about this open world Star Wars game. So late last night, Julian, the creative director on Ubisoft's open world Star Wars game, tweeted about the game. He said, "Happy New Year to you all, 2023 is going to be huge for us, join the adventure, #massive Star Wars," and then an image that we've seen before promoting the game. Whilst many people are assuming that the game will be releasing in 2023 because of this tweet, it most likely does not mean that, but does have a potential double meaning. Ex-Battlefront developers who left to work on this Star Wars game also quote tweeted this tweet as well. Hold on for a moment as I break down why this probably has a double meaning, because we can't get too ahead of ourselves just yet. If you think back a few weeks to when I made a previous video on this game, I said that they are currently trying to hire hundreds of people across the world to make this game happen. This does not typically happen when the game is less than 12 months away from releasing. But it also might mean 2023 is the year in which they reveal this game for real. Why do I think this? Well, in my previous video, I told you how they are now letting you sign up to be a game tester for this game, as long as you live near Malmo. If they are going to have people playtesting the game from the public, leaks might start happening, especially given that we don't know the name of the game and things like that. Revealing the game would allow Ubisoft to set the narrative their way before leaks do get out. And before this Star Wars game does actually come out, the studio is about to release their Avatar game, which looks absolutely stunning. Whilst we have known about this game for years and barely seen anything of it, despite the fact that it was meant to release last year, I can use it as somewhat of a benchmark of when we can expect to see this open world Star Wars game. I thought I'd do a bit of research as to when they started playtests for the Avatar game. They first opened playtest sign-ups for this Avatar game in October 2021, 4 months after the game was revealed with its trailer. This game was meant to release at the end of 2022 alongside the new Avatar film, but it has been pushed back to release before May this year, although things could still change, of course. The next time they tweeted about playtest sign-ups was in April 2022. So if the Avatar playtests started about a year before the game was supposed to come out, and Star Wars playtests start soon, as sign-ups only just went live before Christmas, this means we could see the open world Star Wars game in about a year from now, so in the early part of 2024. This is just pure speculation based off what I've talked about. The Star Wars game has been in development a lot less than the Avatar game, and the Avatar game is also supposedly having some issues, hence why it was delayed. It's possible that this Star Wars game is not going to be as big as the Avatar game, or has had a more stable development cycle. For now, all we can do is speculate, but all in all, I think this is all good news though. The fact that playtests will be happening soon, and the director tweets about the game 2 years after it has been announced saying that it will be a good year for the studio, is all positive. I would not get too carried away yet because his tweet was very vague, and we don't know if the game internally is going well or not. A question you no doubt have and want answers to is, when will this game be revealed then? There are going to be a lot of great opportunities for this to happen in 2023. Star Wars Celebration in April will be the most likely place in my opinion. It just makes a whole lot of sense for it to be revealed there. I'm going, I hope you are too. It's going to be an absolutely incredible time. There is also another time that we could see it at Ubisoft's Ubi Forward E3 event in June, so not too long after Star Wars Celebration if it's not ready for Celebration. And if it's not ready for Ubisoft's Forwards events throughout the summer, maybe it will be revealed at the Game Awards in December, but that would also mean the game would be much further out than early 2024, maybe a late 2024 release. I don't think they are going to leave it right until the last couple of weeks of the year to say anything about this game, if Julian has talked about this game already within the first day of the year. I also want to remind you that this game was announced in January 2021, so it's coming up to the 2-year anniversary since the game was first announced. This was also the first non-EA Star Wars game to be announced as well. We've had some big Star Wars gaming news in January for the last couple of years, plus Ubisoft will announce company news to investors at the end of January as well. There is a chance that we could find out something small about this game this month, so stay tuned for that by subscribing to this channel. We have been waiting many years for a true open world Star Wars game that isn't LEGO, so it feels good to start talking about this game again, given that we've waited patiently for 2 years since it was announced and years before this thing even existed. I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything I've talked about in this video, so let me know down in the comment section below. I'd also want to know if you've signed up for the playtest, if you live near Malmo. Have you been accepted? Have you heard anything? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you did learn something new in this video, be sure to drop a like to help support the channel, and if you missed any of the previous news updates about this game, click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next Star Wars gaming news video. Goodbye.